Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and just to be on the safe side, hello. It's Lynn from the LEN English Network for another weekly live chat. Yes, I say weekly. There are quite a few of these now, so if you haven't heard this before and you want to hear more, go to either the speaker page, where they're all still at the moment available, although they will disappear. And if you want to hear even older ones, go to our YouTube page. And I just want to do a call out first to say congratulations to April, who won the Kitely quiz last night. And thanks a lot to Zeb for organising it and being the quiz hostess with the mostest, and to Hermina for helping out with the questions, and I think April too, and also to Rahul, who gave April a run for her money. I really enjoyed myself, guys, and people out there. Yeah, learning by doing, learning by quizzing, we'll call this one, okay? I think everybody learned something last night, including me. Yeah, I'm not a royalist, so I really did get a question on England and the royal family completely wrong. Oh, how embarrassing. Anyway, I'm quite proud of it, actually. Yeah, let's crack on, see what's been going on in live chat. And we kicked off the week with Bisam. Bisam said, hello, everyone. This is my first time to be here, so I want to know if there are any rules and what shall we talk? Does the topic set down before? Okay, so Bisam, I think what you wanted to ask was, well, of course, you wanted to say hello first with a capital H because it's hello and it's the first part of the text, okay? So you could say hello everyone, and then you don't need a comma, okay? Just hello everyone. Otherwise it's hello everyone, which is a bit too much, okay? So then this is my first time here. That's enough. So capital T, this is my first time here, comma, so I would like to know if there are any rules. And there's no need for a question mark there. It's not a question. Are there any rules is a question. I would like to know if there are any rules is actually a statement. Yeah? Okay. And capital I, capital I, capital I. Then you could say, what should we talk about? Okay, to talk about something. Let's talk about the weather. Let's talk about the government. Oh, not the government. This is the LEN English Network. We don't do politics. That was REM lyrics, by the way, just to give them the correct attribution. Okay, so does the topic set down before? Is the topic set before? Okay, and again, question mark, capital I is the topic set down, set before. There are no topics apart from the topics you want to talk about, Bisam, okay? If you want to talk about a topic, start a topic. We do topic-based sort of chit-chat in the forum, and you can find nicely set out topics there if you need a little bit more structure. Live chat is more for just getting on in there and getting on with it, okay? I then said I'll start by correcting this in LEN Live Chat next week, which is this week. Okay. Viril came along and said, it's my first time here. I think you meant first time, F-I-R-S-T. And don't forget, full stop. So welcome, Viril. I think we already chatted, I think Zeb chatted with you for quite a while earlier. Zeb then said, hopefully there's nothing frightening here. Ah! You'd be amazed how scary lots of English words can be to people. Zeb, do have a look at the lessons. There were some very funny replies in Spanish on the first couple of lessons. People going, but this is all in English, but they were writing it in Spanish. It was quite amusing. Okay, don't want to be mean, but really, guys, you're learning English. Jump into English. Okay, don't tie yourself down with your first language. You already know how to speak Spanish. You already know how to read Spanish. Get in there. Do it in English. Muriel said, how are you? I'm a student of English from Spain. Okay. Muriel, capital H, because it's a question, it's fine, but it's the first letter of every sentence, every question should be capitalised. I'm a student of English from Spain. Excellent, full stop. Okay. I'm a student of English is a little bit formal, a little bit, I think, a bit of your Spanish grammar slipping in there. You could say I'm an English student, comma, from Spain. Okay, that would also be great, and it would be more natural, more likely what you'd hear from a native speaker. Zeb said, I'm learning Spanish myself. I've just finished a little text for it to be corrected. Zeb, your language learning skills are so good now. You really are a self-motivated learner. Viriel said, okay, I will correct if you want. Okay, Viriel, okay, either OKAY or capital O, capital K, because then it's the short form, and then comma, I will correct it for you if you want, full stop. Zeb said, that's very nice of you. I posted it on Lang8. It's a site where people help each other giving corrections of other people's messages. Have you already used it? Viriel said, sorry, I don't know, but you can show me it. Okay, so sorry, capital S. I haven't heard of it, comma, but you can show me it. Or you can show it to me, even better. Zeb said, here's the link to the text I wrote. I gave a link. You won't be able to access it unless you're a member of Lang8. Looks like a good website. Oh, I wish. To have the building skills to build such a thing. Till then, you're stuck with me correcting your texts. As it's been raining all weekend, I've been exploring resources in Spanish. This site is something new for me, a bit of an experiment, but so far there have always been people helping. A good surprise. Yay! Zeb replied to Besom, who originally asked about topics, and said, hi Besom, I guess topics are up to us. As for the rules, as long as we're kind to each other, I think we should be fine. Exactly. Hi Zeb, said Besom. Are you a teacher or a manager of this chat room? How can I get along with others quickly? So, let's see. Hi Zeb. And then you'd start with a capital A. Are you a teacher or a manager of this chat room? Question mark, good. And then capital H, how can capital I get along with others quickly? I think you mean, how can I get in touch with others quickly? How can I get along with means, how can I make friends with? Which is also valid, but I think get in touch before you need to get in touch before you can get along with people, okay? Zeb said, none of them. I would put none of the above, by the way, Zeb. Yeah, none of the above. I'm a learner like you are, but I'm often around as I like the place. To get to know people quickly, well done, Zeb, I'd suggest the G+ community or the forum of the LE network. Here it's more pot of luck, as Lynn would say. Actually, I wouldn't. I'd say it's more potluck. It's just potluck, not a pot of luck. So it's just potluck. And you're quite correct, Zeb. It is a little bit potluck here, Besom, but as long as you're regularly sort of coming and saying hi, it's all good because somebody will reply eventually. Yeah? And if you want something more immediate, you'll have to come to our live text chat in Join Me or Skype, depending where we run it, and some of our other sessions that are real-time with voice, some of them, which is scary, but it's all good, okay? And you need to join those. If you want to join those, you'll have to join our other communities, G+, or the forum, okay? Viriel came back and said, hello, someone want to speak with me. Okay, so hello, capital H, and then a full stop because it's a new sentence. Would someone like to speak with me? That's a better way of asking. Someone want to speak with me? Oof, no. Would someone like to speak with me? Bose came along and said, hi, Viriel, this is my first time here. How long you been doing this? Okay, so, hi, Viriel, comma, this is my first time here, full stop. Very good. Then a question. Don't mix up your statements, your sentences that make a statement with your questions. Questions always stand alone, okay? So, capital H, how long have you been doing this? Question mark. Viriel replied and said, how are you from? It's truth, I haven't been here before. So, Viriel, where are you from? I think is what you wanted to ask. How are you is, are you well? Are you ill? Where are you from is, where are you talking to me from? Okay? Or where were you born even? So, in truth, I would say, not it's truth. It's the truth maybe, but if you want to say it in that sort of native speaker way, in truth, capital I, and then comma, I haven't been here before, full stop. Don't forget those final pieces of punctuation to say, I've stopped now. Zeb said to Boza, if I'm not wrong, today is Viriel first time too. So you'd say, if I'm not wrong, today is Viriel's first time too. Okay? And Zeb wrote to Viriel and said, sure. Which I think was to, does anyone want to speak with me? Okay, Zeb is one of our best conversationalists, I'll tell you. I think she could actually, yeah, she's better than me. Vikas Gupta came along and said, anyone to talk here? Anyone to talk? Ooh. Is there anyone who would like to talk here? Okay, question mark. I'm still around, Vikas, said Zeb. Told you. And Vikas said, hi, Zeb, my teacher didn't add me yet in Skype. Okay. And we dealt with this, didn't we, in the forum? So you'd say, hi with a capital H, Zeb with a capital X, comma, my teacher hasn't added me in Skype yet. Okay. It hasn't happened yet. She hasn't done it yet. And of course, Skype, which is a product name with a capital S. Zeb said, does your teacher usually work during the weekend? Thank you for pointing that out, Zeb. Vikas said, really, I am super excited, so I forgot about the weekend. That's okay, Vikas. But yeah, I do tend to disappear a little bit over the weekend. I like to say hello in the forums, etc., but doing things like adding people to Skype tends to happen on a Tuesday and a Friday, if I'm honest. That's when I have a bit of time to do such things. So, Vikas, really, capital R, I, capital I, am super excited, comma, so I, capital I, forgot about the weekend, okay, and just one full stop at the end. Lol, said Zeb, what Skype sessions will you join? That's like a tongue twister. The ones on Monday, Wednesday or Friday? And Vikas said, I'm going out of the city, so I can't join tomorrow, but the next for sure, and I love your quality that you speak point to point. Okay, so I'm going away, is what you'd say. I'm going out of the city. What city? We don't know what city. So I'm going away, comma, so I, capital I, can't join tomorrow, and then comma, but the next one for sure, full stop. And then a new sentence. I love the way you speak point to point. Okay, and capital I. Are you used to speaking with people in English? Asked Deb. It always takes me some time to get used to a new voice. And Vikas said, yep, I love this language, so mostly I try to speak in English. Yay, loving English is what it's all about. So, I, capital I, again, so, with a comma before it. I try to speak in English as much as possible. I wouldn't say mostly. I try to speak in English as much as possible, full stop. Does it mean that you speak it on a daily basis? Asked Zeb. Yes, you guessed right. After all, English is my favourite subject. So perfect if you just capitalised the Y in yes and the A in after all. And so it would be capital Y for yes, you guessed right, full stop. Capital A, after all, comma, English is my favourite subject, and then one full stop at the end. Why do you need the sessions for then? Why do you need the sessions? Question mark, Zeb. Or what do you need the sessions for then? Question mark. I mean, when I got the chance to be immersed in a speaking English environment, the first thing I forgot were English learner sessions. Okay. So, Zeb, I mean, comma, when I got the chance to immerse myself in an English-speaking environment, the first thing I forgot was the English learner sessions, or was English learner sessions. Okay, because it's the first thing, singular, even though you're talking about sessions. Okay, the first things I forgot were English learner sessions. That's why you disappeared, Zeb. Glad you're back. Anyway, what if you speak English and the others don't? They can understand but can't speak. Oh, you've just given the whole point of me doing the Learn English Network, because meeting people whose grammar and understanding was probably better than mine, but they couldn't have a conversation with me. It was too frustrating. So, capital W for the first part of your sentence. What if you speak English and the others don't? Then a question mark, because you're asking a question. Then a new sentence with a capital T. They can understand, comma, but can't speak, single full stop. Zeb then said, then you can't enjoy yourself. I got your point. I'd say I get your point. Yeah, it's like I understand. I understood your point. You wouldn't say that, so it's I get your point. Then you'll have to get back to me to give some feedback about the Skype sessions. Will you? You'll have to get back to me. So the ending, nice tag question, but it would be won't you. It's always the opposite to the part that you're tagging, okay? I will, won't I? I won't, will I? It's logical when you think about it. Anyhow, Vika said, of course I will. And capital I. And then he put BTW, which stands for by the way. I, capital I, have a question, comma, are you an admin of this page? Zeb replied, not really. I just free messages that pile up in the moderation queue. I like that, Zeb. You free them to float around the internet willy-nilly. Okay, said Vikas. It was an amazing conversation, so thank you. It was, wasn't it, Vikas? So, again, okay, capital O, always the beginning of your sentence capitalised. And then just before the so, put in a comma. So what you wrote was, okay, it was an amazing conversation, so thank you. So those buts and so's, they just need a little bit of a break before them. It was an amazing conversation, comma, so thank you, okay? Glad you liked it, said Zeb. Maybe we'll get other opportunities to chat again. If one day you also want to hear the sound of my voice, I usually attend the Kitely sessions on Thursdays. Vika said, all right, thanks for the info, and I would love to hear your voice. Bye for now, because it's bedtime. Good night. Oh, dear, texting. So, all right, now the jury's out on all right. Is it ALL space RIGHT, or has it become a new word, ALRIGHT? I don't really mind, to be honest, but make sure your teacher, whoever's marking you, make sure you do whichever they're comfortable with. So, but a capital A. That thanks for the info, comma. In fact, I would say just a full stop there and then a new sentence. I would love to hear your voice, capital I. And then full stop, it's a new sentence. Bye for now, capital B, comma, because it's bedtime. Good night, GOODNIGHT. I said, what a great idea, Vikas. Zeb, you should record a message. You see, I do really say inspired by you, and it is. Zeb said, I have a Spreaker account. I could do that. So Spreaker with a capital S, because it's the name of the company, okay? And I wrote, that would be great. I will feature it on the live chat page if you do it. And Zeb said, that's a deal, just to see how I get on with this challenge. Excellent, I said. We should dare someone every week. Aladdin? Zeb actually put an at Aladdin and then good night. Aladdin hasn't responded yet, but we're hopeful. Okay, let's scroll up. Enzo came along and said, hi all, what are you doing? So Enzo, you'd say, hi all is fine, or hi everyone. And then, what are you doing? Not what's are you doing. There's no such word as what's. So what, capital W. What are you doing? What are you getting up to? What are you doing? Zohaib came along and said, how we participate in this session. So, Zohaib, you'd say, how can we participate in this session? Capital H, and then a question mark at the end, because it's a question. And Zeb came along and said, it's like a chat room here. Jump in, interact with others, and make the most of it. Zohaib said, I want to start conversation to improve my confidence and speaking skills. Okay, you could say, I want to start conversing. Or I want to start having conversations, comma, to improve my confidence and speaking skills, full stop. Zeb said, I regularly join the voice Kitely sessions on Thursdays for this. Have you already tried one of the voice sessions run by the network? Zohaib said, if you help me to improve my English, I am very thankful to you. So, capital I, Zohaib, and capital E for English. And you wouldn't say I am, because you've put if, okay? And if sentences have their own rules. So you'd say, if you help me to improve my English, comma, I will be very thankful to you. Okay? And then Zohaib also said, no, I joined today. I don't understand how this will be handled. What is procedure? So, no, comma, I joined today, full stop. I don't, and then you need an apostrophe in the don't because it's short for do not. So it's D-O-N apostrophe T. I don't understand how this is handled, full stop. What is the procedure? So capital W, a procedure, question mark. Okay. Zeb said, okay, I think you need to explore a bit more this LE network to discover what's on offer. As you seem to be interested in practicing your conversational English, here's a link to get you started with the link to the chat information. It will lead you to other pages depending on your favourite platform for interacting. G+, Second Life, Kitely, Skype, forums, etc. Zohaib said, I have explored this page for continuously 2 days. I have sent too many massage that website, but it is difficult to understand how they communicate with us. What is your opinion about English? Oh, Zohaib, bless you. You've been lost for 2 days. So what you'd say here is, I have explored this page continuously for 2 days. Full stop. I have sent many messages. Okay, not massage. I like massage, but unless you're a professional masseur, I wouldn't accept any massage from you. Okay. So messages, MESSAGES. I'll give you a link to why. To that website, comma, but it is small I for it. It is difficult to understand how they communicate with us. And then you've got a full stop. So next is a question, capital W. What is your opinion about English, question mark, and English with a capital E? Zeb said, I don't think you have to send many messages to take part in a session. Quite right, Zeb. Just the one will do, but you've got to send it to the right place and the right person. Aha. That might be where you're going wrong. Private message on the forum to me. Or just a message to say hello in G+, and then keep an eye out for events. For Google Hangouts, said Seb, you have to be a member of the LEG Plus community. Keep an eye on the calendar to know when the events take place. Not to know, but to find out when the events take place. Then just join the Hangout. Yeah, it is that easy. For Kitely, you need a Kitely account, install a virtual world viewer, and join the LE virtual world where the sessions are held. It's that easy. For Skype sessions, you have to join the LE forum in order to send a private message to Lynn, that's me, with your Skype ID. She'll add you on Skype, and so you'll be able to join the Skype sessions run by the network. You'll have to ask to join them within Skype. Okay, so 5 minutes before a session starts, send me a private message in Skype and ask to join the session, and I will add you. You have to do that for each session. To find out what's on and when, there is the calendar of events, and she gives a link to the calendar. My opinion about English, what do you mean? Yeah, I wondered that. So I've said, yes, I have sent my Skype ID to Lynn. So yes, capital Y, and then comma. I have sent my Skype with a capital S, and ID should be capital I, capital D, because it's short for identification. And then full stop. And then Zoe wrote, I mean your opinion about my English writing, it's correct or not. So here's Zoe, you'd say, I meant, what is your opinion of my writing? Then full stop. And then, is it correct, comma, or not? Question mark. Zeb said, I can easily understand what you write, which is the most important for me. Okay, there you'd say, which is the most important thing for me. Now, if you're talking about grammar and tenses, I hardly know anything about this. Zeb said, your English writing is very good. Are you English teacher? If you help me with conversation in English, it is very helpful to me. If not, then no matter. Thanks, your help, Zeb. So Zohaib, your capital Y, English, capital ENGLISH, writing is very good. And a full stop, so next thing has to be a, yeah, you guessed it, capital letter. Are you an English teacher? Question mark. So capital E for English. Then capital I, because it's a new sentence. If you help me with conversational English, capital E, it would be very helpful. Full stop. If not, then, THEN, comma, no matter. Thanks for your help, Zeb, and full stop. I'm a learner, and like you, I decided to focus on conversational English. It's the reason why I like this chat page. I'm often here during my mornings for small talk. As for voice chat, if you can make it to be in Kitely on Thursdays when the sessions is run, I'd be happy to discover your voice as well. Okay, so as for voice chat, comma, if you can make it to Kitely on Thursdays, comma, when the sessions are run, I'd be happy to discover your voice as well. Zoe asked, what is procedure to use Kitely chat room? How do we participate in this session? So capital W, what is the procedure for using Kitely? And Kitely is the name of a company, so capital K. And then full stop. How do we participate in this session? Like I said in my previous message, said Zeb, for Kitely you need a Kitely account, install a virtual world viewer and join the LE virtual world where the sessions are held. If you want something more detailed, you might like to read this thread on the forum. Got to go now. Hopefully we'll meet up again. Maybe in Kitely. Bye. Zoeb said, I have already too many accounts, different social media, so it is difficult to join Ketley account. Thanks, Zeb, very much. Give me your important. Oh, okay. I know what you mean here, Zoeb. I have already got too many different social media accounts. So it is difficult to join Kitely, Kitely, full stop. Thanks, Zeb, for giving me your important time, or thanks, Zeb, for your help would be much more natural. Okay. Zeb said, yes, everyone has got their favourite platforms. Bye for now, Zoeb. And Zoeb said, bye. Okay, Zoeb, I'd say Kitely is slightly different to a social platform. In Kitely, you have avatars, you move around, you interact, you talk to each other face to face with your avatars moving. Okay, lips move, heads move, arms fly around, and you interact with the things around you. So if you haven't tried virtual worlds, give it a go if you've got a good computer and a good internet connection. Vika said, hello anyone here, hello anyone. Amit said, hi guys, how are you? And hi Zeb, and Zeb said, hi Amit. Time zones make it tough to be in sync, don't they? And Zeb replied to Vikas, who came, hi anyone here again? And I replied, hi Vikas, I think I was in the land of Nod. And Vikas said, aha, I like sleeping. Me too, Vikas. So capital I, and then don't forget, I like sleeping, full stop. I'm not sure if it counts as a hobby, I replied. Not a hobby, but a time pass, hee hee. So, not a hobby, that's fine. So, capital N, comma, but a favourite pastime, okay? And a pastime is one word, okay? Our favourite way to pass the time, or a favourite pastime, Pastime. Aladdin popped in and said, is it a place or a website catalogue on the internet? Oh, I wrote this from 3 hours ago. The time is going too fast. So, too fast, T-O-O. I replied with just a song, a link to a song, and said, Zeb actually researched it earlier in live chat, Aladdin. It will be in part 1 of today's live chat recording. No kidding, said Zeb. You're going that far back in time? Wow. And I said, haha, the joys of taking a break. Lol, I don't think so, Aladdin. Oh, she replied to Aladdin. Lol, I don't think so, Aladdin. It might be the place where you go zzz. So it might be the place where you go zzz. And of course, if everybody knows, when you put lots of Z's together, it sort of implies you're sleeping. I replied, what you said earlier has changed my mind about going there, Zeb. And Vika said, you didn't add me on Skype, teacher. So Vikas, capital Y, didn't, D-I-D-N''T, add me on Skype with a capital S, teacher. I usually do that on a Thursday or Friday, Vikas, I said, which I have done. Hi, Vikas, said Zeb. Your profile says that you're a trader. What is your trade? Okay, your profile, Profile. Vikas said, I trade in stocks. I wrote, I'm the death knell for any stocks. People should pay me not to buy shares in their company. And Zeb replied, what? Companies that got your attention went broke? And I put, yes, Thompson Travel Cooperative. And Zeb laughed, ROFL. Thanks for your sympathy, Zeb. And she wrote to Vikas, stocks like in stock exchange? Do you mean that you're a broker? And Vikas said, broker is a big thing. I love trading in stocks. I buy and sell for myself. So capital I, yeah? And broker is a big job, not a big thing. Or to be a broker is a big job. You have to be a fully trained financial expert to be a broker. What kind of commodities? Asked Zeb. And Vikas said, if I am not wrong, commodities are different from stocks. And you're not wrong, Vikas, you're quite right. So capital I and capital for if, start of your sentence, and then capital I for I, as in first person. So it would be, if I'm not wrong, commodities are different from stocks. And then full stop, or you could put in a colon here, because you're going to now explain what you mean by that. I would say they are raw materials, rather than it's a raw material. It's commodities, plural, so they They're raw materials that can be bought and sold while stocks are the value of the shares in a company. Perfectly written. Well done, Vikas. Okay, said Zeb, I think I've got it. Have you become a millionaire with this activity? Vikas said, you made me laugh. Me too, Vikas. So capital Y, you made me laugh, full stop. Okay, then I, capital I, can say I, capital I, am good at it, comma, that's why I am doing this with my studies, capital I, and full stop, okay? Good on you, said Zeb. By the way, BTW, I hope you'll enjoy the Skype text session that should start within the next 5 minutes. As for me, I'll go back to some work. Bye. And then Vikas said, pleased to talk to you. Bye. So, Vikas, it would be pleased to talk with you. Bye. Okay? So let's scroll up again and, quite a way. Vikas also said, hi, anyone here? And I wrote, live chat will start in 1 hour. Vikas wrote, I am waiting. And I wrote, aha, I've just found your message in the forum. I will add you on Skype now. Just remember that today's session is text only. It will start in about 40 minutes. And Vikas said, thank you, teacher. So Vikas, that's fine, but T, capital T, thank you, teacher, full stop. How are you, Vikas, I asked. I'm good, how about you? And I'm sure you're good. It's okay, but it's better to say I'm fine or I'm very well. I'm good is sort of American English. I'm good. That said, Amatsu says it, much to my chagrin. I went, I'm fine, thanks. Just putting the finishing touches to part 1 of live chat. I learnt a new word from you, land of nod. Thank you, said Vikas. So I learnt, capital I, a new word from you, comma, land of nod, comma, thank you, THANKYOU. Full stop. You're welcome. It's a good one, isn't it? Welcome to the land of nod. Mahmoud Osmama came along and said, hello, everybody. And Zeb said, hi, Mahmoud. Sarah came along and said, hello, everyone. My name is Sarah. So, Sarah, full stop at the end of your sentence. Vika said, hello, Sarah, what's up? What's up? And Zeb said, hello, Sarah, how are you doing? Sarah disappeared, running off into the distance, screaming, going, oh no, people are talking to me. Vikas came along the next day and said, hi, good morning. Now, the use of hi and good morning, it's like saying hello, hello. Good morning is a greeting. So you can say hi, or you can just say good morning. Morning, said Zeb. How are you today? Asked Vikas. And I know he asked her, but he didn't put the question mark at the end. So question mark at the end of questions. Zeb said, tomorrow is May 1st, which is off in France. Okay, which is a day off in France, or which is a holiday in France. Okay. It's like the end of the week for me, and so I'm in a TGIF mood. Me too. I asked, do you get to take Friday off too, Zeb? And P.S. there will be a Thursday session tomorrow night. Zeb said, no, I'll take advantage of Friday to deal with some work backlog. To deal with a backlog at work. Some work backlog, I suppose you could say that, but backlog tends to mean work. So it's like a bit like saying I've got to work. So maybe just to deal with a backlog. Wow, 3 days off, said Vikas. May if know why France is off tomorrow. Okay, so wow, 3 days off. And because you said wow, use an exclamation mark. Yeah, wow. And then capital M, may I know why France has a day off tomorrow? Zeb said, because it's a day for offering flowers to ladies. King Charles IX of France was presented with Lily of the Valley flowers on May 1st, 1561. He liked the gift and decided to present Lily of the Valley flowers to the ladies of his court each year on May 1st. You know, I never knew that. But May 1st became a public holiday when the 8-hour working day was officially introduced in France. It was in April 1919. You sure you do 8-hour working days in France, Seb? That's not what I've heard. Aladdin said, it's also off here because Labour Day. So you'd say, Aladdin, it's also a day off here, and no need for a capital O, then comma, because it's Labour Day. So IT''S, Labour Day, full stop. Oh, when was it established in Egypt? Asked Zeb. Good question, Zeb, but I don't know, replied Aladdin. Look it up, Aladdin. Vika said, oh, I see. Thanks for the info. Capital I. And then full stop. Then I, capital I, didn't know that. Full stop. Well, Will you do me a favour, please? So, rather than will, maybe comma, could you do me a favour, please? When you're asking questions like that, we tend to use would or could to make it more formal, more polite, and more likely to get a yes answer. So, could you do me a favour? And then please, PLEASE, question mark. Good. You can always ask, said Zeb. Vika said, I didn't join the Skype text session last day. It was very disappointing, though I am in the contact list of my teacher, but I'm not able to join the session because I can't see the group. Whew. Have you anything to tell me about this? Okay. So, I didn't join the Skype text session, capital S for Skype, yesterday, not last day, yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. Okay, so, then comma, it was very disappointing. Although I am in the contact list of my teacher. So you say, although I, capital I, am in my teacher's contact list. Okay, then a full stop. That's long enough. I wasn't able to join the session, capital I, because I couldn't see the group, capital I, and couldn't see the group. Can you tell me anything about this? I guess Lynn, said Zeb, is in your contact list. If I had been you, after the session started, I would have sent a Skype message to Lynn. He did, Zeb. I did it many times. She was saying to join meetup group, but I couldn't see any group, capital I. She sent me a link as well, but it was not working. So she sent me a link as well, comma, but it didn't work. Zeb said, if you couldn't see the group after she added you to it, you seem to have a Skype issue. Vikas, I'm afraid I can't help you on this one. It is a Skype issue, I'm afraid. I know there was a major Skype upgrade lately. If I were you, I'd make sure that I have the latest version installed and give it another go next time. Vikas said, I have done that already. I reinstalled Skype immediately. Well, I will give it another try. Perhaps it could be a technical problem. I think it is, Vikas. So capital I for I reinstalled Skype with a capital S immediately, and capital I for I will give it another try. Perhaps it could be a technical problem. I think it is. By the way, thanks for the help. Bye for now. Very good. Just one full stop there, remember, not two or three, just the one. I replied, I'm still not sure why you couldn't find the group, Vikas. You are there. I can see your name. I will send Skype support a question to see if they can help. And I've given you a link to the bit that Skype support pointed me to. It might be that your platform doesn't support group membership. I might have to move the text chat session to join me. If I do that, I'll give you the link to join me. It seems like it, said Zeb. Ah, thank you very much. You're so kind, said Vikas. And fingers crossed, said Zeb. Bye. By the way, fingers crossed is for luck, and it's our technical solution to everything. Giovanni came along and said hello, and Vikas said, hello, Giovanni, what's up? Hello, Giovanni, said Zeb. What are all these colourful lights in your avatar? We'll never know, Zeb. They are very colourful, though, aren't they? Giovanni also said, does anybody want to practice with me? I want to speak in Skype or send messages in Outlook. Skype with a capital S, Outlook with a capital O, and full stop. We run sessions on Skype, I said, but we send messages here or the forum. Zoeb came along and said, I really want to join the session on Skype, but there is no result. I don't know what the procedure follow to become member of session. Zoeb, I really want to join the sessions on Skype, capital S, comma, but I've had no luck. I wouldn't say there is no result, but I've had no luck. I don't know what procedure to follow to become a member of a session. So don't, not don't, D-O-N''T. Okay. No result, said Zeb. What have you done so far, Zeb? Memo came along and said, I would like to join. And I replied, hi, Memo, no need to ask for permission to join us here, just jump in. Zoeb said, please replay me, I am new member. Zoeb, I think you meant, please reply to me, I am a new member. So please, capital P, reply, R-E-P-L-Y, to me, full stop. I am a new member, full stop, okay? And I have been replying, Zoeb, and I am adding you. It is, it's all technical stuff. I've sent messages out, and we don't seem to be syncing up, but eventually it will work, don't worry, okay? And for everybody who has these technical issues here or in other kinds of sessions on websites, just think of it as an opportunity to have an interesting conversation sorting it out, okay? And Vikas came along and said, good evening, everyone. So good, G-O-O-D. It was a nice day. So you need a full stop after everyone, and then it was a nice day, and then one full stop. Glad to hear it, Vikas, I said. It's not evening here yet, but so far so good. Memo came along and said, hello, guys. And Vikas said, hello, Memo, welcome. So hello, Memo is fine, and then full stop. Welcome, capital W. No need to use exclamation marks here. It was exclamation marks belong to things that you'd say like wow, or amazing, or fantastic. Yeah, don't overuse them. They lose their appeal. Hi, Memo, said Zeb. Is it memo like in memorandum? We don't know yet. Memo, come back and tell us. Vikas came along and wrote a very cryptic thing. Biking in the dark is awesome. A feel-good moment. So awesome, here you could have used the exclamation mark, like biking in the dark is awesome. A feel-good moment, full stop. Do you often ride your bike, said Zeb. And Vikas said, undoubtedly. I love biking, but the last night was different because I was riding my bike after 6 months. So, undoubtedly, I love biking, capital I. Comma, but last night was different, comma, because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, I, capital I, was riding my bike for the first time after 6 months. And then sort of like carried on with that and said, I got a fractured hand while someone stupid rammed in my bike 6 months back. So I fractured my hand when someone rammed into my bike, comma, 6 months back. I said, oh, poor you. You should talk to Helvio on the forum. He had a motorbike accident too. We have a saying, it's as easy as falling off a bike, but you shouldn't take it literally. And Vikas said, it wasn't my fault, teacher. That's all right, I wasn't blaming you. It's just a joke. You'll get used to my British sense of humour or you will disappear off the forum, I can assure you. People get used to it or they leave. Zeb said, biking. Suddenly I have a doubt. Are you riding a push bike or a motorbike? And I said, that's why I always say biking equals biker. Brum, brum. Cycling equals cyclist. Puff, puff. LOL. Vikas liked that as well. Lols. Hee hee, motorbike, he said. So motorbike, capital M. Have you also got a car? Asked Zeb. I haven't got any, but my father has. What about you? Okay, so not I haven't got any. How many cars do you need? I know some people have more than one, but that's just greedy. I haven't got one, comma, but my father has. And capital I. What about you? Capital W, because it's a new sentence, new question. I don't own a car or a motorbike, said Zeb, but I ride a push bike. What does it take to be able to ride a motorbike? Is it difficult? Vikas went, I don't believe you. So you need a full stop after your sentence there. Why not? Asked Zeb. May I know how old you are? So capital M, capital I, comma, how old you are. Okay, and again, it's not actually a question. You could actually end that with the full stop. May I know how old you are? Science 24, said Zeb, says that I show signs of old age or something like that, but I feel quite young and kicking. Glad to hear it, replied Vikas. Everyone should have this feeling. So glad to hear it, full stop. Everyone, capital E, should have this feeling, full stop. Hey, it's more than a feeling. Lol. Got to switch off live chat. See you, said Zeb. See you, bye, said Vikas. Vikas then said, lol, how do you often enjoy your weekend? Okay. How do you usually enjoy your weekend would be the question I think you wanted to ask. I've never counted, replied Zeb. It's not about counting. I'm asking, how do you enjoy your weekend usually? If I was wrong that sentence, then let me know, please. So, it's not about counting, capital I, full stop. I'm simply asking how you enjoy your weekend. So, capital I and full stop. Capital I for if, and then capital I for first person. If I was wrong, or if that sentence was wrong, comma, then please let me know. P-L-E-A-S-E. Zeb said, as you said how often, I had to give a number. I think you meant I thought. T-H-O-U-G-H-T. I don't mind telling you what's a typical weekend for me, but you go first. Okay with you? Vika said, I often go to the hill stations with my friends on weekend. We'd always say on the weekend or at the weekend. Full stop. A typical weekend in Paris for me usually involves sport, learning some Spanish, visiting my local cafe at beer o'clock, and going to an exhibition or wandering the streets of Paris, replied Zeb. You said that you go to hill stations. What are they exactly? What do you do there? Wow, said Vikas, you have many things to do on weekend. Again, on the weekend or at the week. On the weekend is American English, at the weekend is British English. Well, for me, it's hiring a hatchback car, driving to the hills while the music is loud. Okay, driving to the hills with the music playing loudly, buying some beers and enjoying it over there, and the next day getting up with a terrible hangover. There is nothing better than to be with your friends. Okay, so with a terrible hangover, full stop. There's nothing better than being with your friends, full stop. Hey, because I hope you take your empty beer cans back with you from the hill stations. Please tell me you do. Zeb said, I enjoy my stubbies too, but I count them. I'm not good at dealing with hangovers. How do you cure that terrible hangover the next day? Ha ha, said Vikas. I drink plenty of water and fruit juices. Okay, capital I, fruit juice, or glasses of fruit juice. Or okay, then this helps me burn alcohol fast. This is fun. I'm not sure if the burning alcohol fast is fun or the conversation. This helps me burn alcohol fast, full stop. This is fun, full stop. You squeeze your own fruits to make juice. So you squeeze your own fruit to make juice, asked Seb. You always ask open-ended questions, Seb. Shows signs to be a talented salesman, LOL. So you always ask open-ended questions, Seb. It's a sign of a talented salesman. And then I don't do that. I buy them from the market. So capital I, don't do that. Full stop. I buy it from the market, if you're talking about the fruit juice, and one full stop. You don't mind my questions, do you? Asked Zeb. If not, I keep going with my next question. But promise I'll not try to seal you anything. Okay, I'll not try to sell you anything. SELL. What's your favourite juice? And Vikas hasn't come back to answer that one yet. So I think I might answer that because we've run out of time for this live chat recording, which means I'll do a second one this week, okay, and then hopefully we'll have caught up. So if you're waiting for your correction, be patient. I will try to get it done before the weekend. Sometimes it has to wait until the weekend, though. When I say I'm busy, I'm not kidding. So I hope you enjoyed listening, and don't forget, get out there, practice your English in natural conversations. Talk about anything, everything and nothing, and you'll be amazed how quickly you'll gain more confidence. And be nice, be kind, and if you can't be good, just don't get caught. Bye.